And next I introduce, he's a doctor, a famous cardiologist. He was an assistant professor of cardiology in Madras Medical College and professor of cardiology of RANJAN Medical College and Research Institute during the years 1994 and 2000. And he is having 25 years of teaching practice in cardiology, postdoctorate teaching in cardiology. Now he was having a present positions of consultant cardiologist in City Hospital, Chennai, visiting cardiologist of Apollo Hospital, Vijay Hospital Foundation, Chennai, and Mayo Clinic, visiting cardiologist in England Medical Center. You must think one thing. Being such a big person, he has put his step towards DXN. Why? We have to think. It's a big question. If you think, you'll getting a lot of answers for that. And he has a good career achievement when he walked into DXN. He achieved double diamond status in DXN business. He has more than 300 diamonds below. And I call upon the great personality, Dr. RANJAN, to come forward. And I call upon Mr. Haridas to come forward. Give him good blow. Thank you, Mr. Haridas.
Good morning. So basically, you must be knowing about GANODERMA. All of you are pundits and you must be knowing more than me. I will highlight only certain things which are scientifically proved and how it is going to be useful to all of us. So it's a food supplement, nothing but food supplement. And Hippocrates said in about 450 BC, about 2,500 years back, that food should be your medicine. And that is why in our food we use a lot of these herbs. Inji, manjal, pundu, sukku, melagu, lot of things. So they all have medicinal qualities. That is why ancestors, they have used all these medicinal items as food. And today I think it is apt that we think of this words given by Hippocrates. Hippocrates is an ancient physician we respect the most. And when we get our degree, MBBS degree, we take the oath in the name of Hippocrates, Hippocrates oath, saying that we will be honest to our profession and we will sincerely do our profession. And today my lecture is based on that, the food as medicine. The GANODERMA is a food. Please don't use it in any other way. It's a food. It's a superfood which is going to act as medicine. And I always say that all kinds of foods, what we take, can become poison. The water can become, the salt can become a poison, sugar can become a poison, fat, the cholesterol can become a poison. They are all essential for our health and our body and tissues. But they can become poison at some point of time. Even the water can become a poison. Without water, we cannot, any living being cannot be in this world or anywhere in the universe. And for whom the water can be poison, for people with heart failure and kidney failure. And some just before the session was to start, somebody was showing a kidney failure patient's record, and he had a serum creatinine of almost 5.9 or 6 milligrams. For him, salt is a poison. Water is a poison. But GANODERMA, the beauty of GANODERMA is that it can never become a poison. It can only be a medicine. So we'll argue on that. We know that GANODERMA has been there for more than 5,000 years. Chinese have used it for more than 5,000 years. And the active components, more than 200 or 250, it is an increasing list. The alkaloids are very powerful and they have the therapeutic effects. Therapeutic effects means they can address our disease process or any disorder. The ingredients are basically classified into under 5 headings: triterpenes, ganoderic essence, polysaccharides, adenosine, and organic germanium. So I'm not interested in all this chemical structure, the names are, because it will, it's quite complicated and one need not know. But for the sake of, having some information, you should know that there are so many sum fractions which are going to be very useful, and we can discuss that. And to my knowledge, one of the most powerful effect of GANODERMA is the antioxidant effect. Because we talk about the antioxidants, being a cardiologist, the antioxidants, we stress on people taking a lot of these antioxidants in the food. The oxidation process basically, gives us whatever energy, nutrition, what we want. That is why we inhale air, and the oxygen, what we inhale, is used for burning our food, and that is converted into the nutrition. And at the same time, in the chemical process, in the biochemical process, lot of the byproducts, they become toxic to the body, and they are eliminated by the liver and the kidney. And antioxidants have a major role to play by detoxifying those toxic chemical substances and eliminating it from our body. And we know that medical literature says that ginseng is the most powerful antioxidant. And GANODERMA is almost 5 times more potent than ginseng. And how powerful it will be in detoxifying your body. And the American Heart Association recommends the use of antioxidants in food and food supplements to prevent heart disease. And these antioxidants have a major role to play in the prevention of cancer, in the prevention of arthritis, and so many disorders. So the antioxidants play a very major role in our health. And when you take this powerful GANODERMA, you have that protective effect. And one of the substances what we talk about is the free radicals. They are very toxic, and they have to be neutralized, and they have to be eliminated. And the free radicals, the subject is very vast and complex. I'm not going into the basic, the chemical reaction. But this, you should know, these free radicals are very toxic, and they are the byproduct of the oxidation process. And when these free radicals accumulate in our body, it leads to a lot of diseases, especially cancer, arthritis. And the aging process is primarily dependent upon the more and more free radicals making us to age faster. So aging is something which is directly related to disease process. As you age, you get into disease process. That is why we call certain diseases like age-related diseases. Hypertension, diabetes, cancer, stroke, heart failure, renal failure. So age has a direct bearing on the causation of the disease. So when you retard the aging process, then that means you are postponing your disease process. Now the average Indian age is around 60 plus, 64, 65. If you see the developed countries, it is around 80 plus. And in certain countries, people live up to 100, 105, 110, especially, those who are taking this kind of food rich in medicinal value, especially Chinese, the Japanese. They have used GANODERMA for better health, for better longevity. But that is why GANODERMA is called as a herb of longevity. It increases your lifespan. But unfortunately, what is happening is, we get the disease process in the current, the era at the age of 30, 35, 40, 45. People die at young age. I've seen a lot of people getting heart attack at 30, 35. Married 2 years, 3 years down the line, because of whatever reason. Maybe you call it as stress or hypertension or diabetes, smoking. Young people get into heart disease. So that should not be the case. So the GANODERMA has got a very major role to play in the